I'm going to be on vacation for a bit. And in the meantime, we're going to be uploading some best of ones from the King of the Hill event. I'm not going to be Twitch streaming, so this is the best opportunity for the YouTube frogs to surpass the Twitch frogs. Let's do it. Evoh and Drali. You know what? I might focus in and cast this one a little bit. I'm going to record it and maybe talk a little bit about Evoh and Drali, because this is a nice match. It is a best of one. If for some reason we end up uploading this on YouTube, we're doing King of the Hill right now. Evoh is the king, trying to defend the hill on US East. Drali has come back to Rocket League, if you hadn't known. He'd been playing for the past couple weeks or so, trying to get back into the game. And he's going to try and take Evoh down, which is one of the tougher players to play. He's going to have to try and do it on US East, because the current King of the Hill gets to pick what server the hill is on. And so the hill is on US East. And Evoh is up 1-0. Drali had one of the highest peaks in 1v1 that we've ever seen. We rated People's 2021, which I think we did at the start of this year. Yeah, Drali very, very high because of just how high of a peak he had. Took down almost every top ones player. It all started on that fateful day where he took down Jack and Daniel. And then I think Moxie as well. Did he do all of them on that same day? He did he might have done Moxie and Jack on the same day. And then he had Daniel. And everyone was like, wait a second. He beat Moxie, Jack, and Daniel? Is this guy like the next Prodigy? And it turned out to be true. He ended up winning the Fear Fest, which was a huge tournament. Lots of tough opponents. And then shortly after the Fear Fest, which involved him beating Khaled, Jack, etc., he beat Joyas as well. He just swept Joyas. So Drali was an insanely good ones player. Yo, thank you for the 5 gifted from the #1 Drali fan. Braziers is playing Elden Ring. You might join later. Cool, man. Sweet. Love to hear it. Is this the... Oh, no, this is not the Slurpee. This is a similar decal, though. Drali air dribble bump. Doesn't connect. The counter is going to be nice and wide open. Evoh will get a third. How long can Evoh hold it down on US East? Make sure you guys throw a thank you over to the #1 Drali fan if you caught a sub from him. You stop playing consistently for around a year and you're still easily top 100. Wait, are you saying that because Drali's down 3-0? I have full faith that Drali is still a top player. And it has advantage when EU goes to sleep. It is true. I had a feeling that North America could win because towards the end of the stream, when like people are going to be fighting for the final spots, like when you need to win your last few games in order to have the edge, most of EU will be sleeping because it ends around 3 a.m. Central European time, pretty sure. So it ends pretty late for the rest of EU. Unfortunately, though, it started about as early as I could get away with on my end. 6 a.m. my time. It's going to go 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. What do you think of AJ and tourneys? You're talking about 1v1 tourneys? Because he's been playing pretty well. I think he's kind of showing he's the second best 1v1er right now, behind First Killer. And it's not really sure where Daniel lands currently. Oh, 3v3. I mean, I watched all the major. I feel like AJ played well. I feel like AJ was easily FaZe's second best player. I do think First Killer had a better event than him. But I also think that AJ was crucial in FaZe's success. So I want to say I might have had AJ in my top 10. I can't remember. He'd be lower down the end of the top 10. But certainly a very capable player. Nice reset. Put Evoh to sleep. And left him a target for a bump. Who's the best right now? The best right now in 1s or 3s, Aqua? Evoh, hook shot, saved away. You already know who the best is in 3s? The best in 1s the best player in ones right now. What do you think about that? It's hard to know. It's hard to know. I think it might still be some of the players it always was. Probably Joreuz. I mean, I think Joreuz is the guy. He hasn't played in the last tournament or whatever, and you know, but he played in FeerFest. Even though he got beat by KV1, I don't think that really is too much of a sign that he's not on top. So I think it's still probably Joreuz, Jack, you know, the Khaled, the guys that have been holding it down. Khaled maybe, since he's actually played some games recently, and he hasn't won them. I think he lost to Dead Monster and he lost to Moxie, so you might put Moxie currently above him. As far as North Americans go, it's impossible to know where First Killer falls. I think watching First Killer, like it feels like he could be #1 overall for sure, but he doesn't get enough games in. So I think you got to go Joreuz. Well, you said AJ second. Oh, First Killer's 1. I'm talking about North America. North America, First Killer's 1, AJ second. Rawas up there? Yeah, for sure. Rawas, you know, Rawas maybe. Rawas or Fahad. Fahad did much better, by the way, in what's this, Nawis's tournament. Nawis did a similar tournament to the Swamp, and Fahad bounced back because he went out 0-3 in mine, and I was like, oh man, what's going on with Fahad? Is he okay? But yeah, he is okay. He did really well. I think he got like third, tied for third in Nawis's or something like that. So he was back. So Fahad or Rawas maybe even have the edge over Khaled right now. I don't know. Khaled never seems to lose those head-to-heads, so. Drali gonna get a third, but it does seem like Evoh is gonna bump Drali as well. Been nice to have Drali back, but he's gonna need a couple of nasty kickoffs. The question is Evoh willing to homie Rawas and have them play on what would be basically fair ping? Or does he want to have 8 ping while he plays Rawas on 180?